What classifies an emergency? A situation that brings you close to death like you see on Grey's Anatomy. What if I told you my whole life was an emergency? This is my sickled emergency. They say ignorance is bliss. The ER is a place most healthy people miss. Living their life so oblivious without a care in the world, so focused on only what's going on in their world. If it doesn't affect them, then why should they care or even listen? Until something tragic happens. Life happens. A new reality is happening. Screaming out, God, why is this happening? Well, for me, this is my sickled reality, my sickled emergency. I was born September 30th, 1988 to my mother Dawn and father Ron. Sent to ICU as soon as I came out the womb because some things were wrong. Moms is frantic. Yo, tell me what's going on. Doctors are back with the diagnosis. Your baby girl has sickle cell disease. Tears run down my mother's eyes. This same prognosis had taken her brother's life, so she just knew it was gonna take mine. Yelling at my father, I asked you, I told you to get tested for the trait, so you looked me in my eyes and lied. You told me you didn't have the trait. Now look at our daughter's fate. I had my first emergency room visit at the age of 2. That's the day I had my first blood transfusion. As a sick child, I thought everything was great from the doctors to the nurses. Everyone had sympathy, but all I really wanted was empathy. It became normal to me. From there on, it was in and out and in and out and in and out of the ER. Now, fast forward to when I turned 18 and they kicked me out of peds. I'm an adult now, to them at least. But what about my mentality? Like Kevin Hart said, no, she wasn't ready. So many times I felt like I was gonna die sitting in that ER room, waiting hours at a time. Just to be seen, seems like they will always put me in the back of the line. Why are you back again was the famous doctor line. Doctors act like I have any control over this monster within me. It doesn't care about space or time or that it's a special moment going on in my life. It has no regard for what I got going on in my life. Pain is pain, regardless of how I look. I thought you were supposed to fix me when I'm ill. And believe me when I tell you that this pain is real. Not keep sending me to the hills because you don't want to deal. This is my life you're playing with. Not angry birds. And yes, I'm angry because it's tiring dealing with all the stigmas and stereotypes. Every day I come in the ER, I'm prepared for a fight. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, Muhammad Ali. So again, I say yes, my life is an emergency. My sickled emergency. What classifies an emergency? A situation that brings you close to death like you see on Grey's Anatomy. What if I told you my whole life was an emergency? This is my sickled emergency. How do you stay strong when strong is all you know? They say, Jude, hey yo, how do you keep smiling with everything you go through? All the ER visits and the hospital stays. All I can do is just smile and say, it's important to keep the faith and say in Jesus' name when I pray, cause standing alone, I would have never made it on my own. Who comes back from a 108 temp? I'm blessed to have all function in my brain. So even if I'm in the ER surrounded by stereotypes, they calling me an addict, or the stigma's just saying sickle cell only affects black kids. Catching attitudes from doctors and nurses cause I'm back again, or is it because of my black skin? I just sit back and keep smiling and laughing cause even though this is my sickle reality, my God has never failed me or turned his back on me. Gotta continue to be bold and speak up for Christ in my sickle cell community. Bold lips for sickle cell, we're just trying to change the game, you see. Change the face of sickle cell and bring unity. It's time for the silence to end. We're not going away quietly. Bullets for sickle cell, crescent moons. Shout out to Daquan and Jazz. I appreciate you letting me on the team.